I was driving to a friend's house last night around 9:30 when I was in the left lane getting onto the freeway headed towards Boise. And I saw a car zoom past me, and I just remember seeing the taillights, and they were braking really fast, and there's cars in front of it, and she was trying not to hit him, I think, because she was going really fast, and she tried to avoid him and swerved into the right lane. And when she swerved into the right lane, she kind of tried to overcorrect herself, I guess. And she, when she overcorrected herself is when she got back into the left lane, and she rolled. And she rolled onto the way other side of the freeway. And at that point, I saw it, and I pulled over, put my hazards on, and I got out, and I ran across the little median, and I went on the other side, and I just remember looking at the hood of the car, and there was flames coming out, and I just remember the lady standing next to me, and she was on the phone, and I just kind of ran up to the car, and I looked in the passenger seat and the driver's seat, and nobody was there. And then I looked to the back, and I saw a little boy, and there were just flames, or there was smoke, and I just remember thinking, I have to get this little boy out. I mean, you know, there's no way I'm not just going to leave him here. And a part of the window was missing, so I kind of broke the rest out with my elbow because I couldn't open the door. The door was shut, slammed shut, and the locks weren't working. And so I kind of just jumped in halfway, like to my waist, and I just reached over across him and undid the seatbelt, and he was free, and I grabbed him, and I just pulled him out of the window, and I just went to the back of the car, and I kind of waited for, you know, people to get there.
Was he crying?
He was not crying when he was in the car. I think he was too shooken up to be crying.
But he was conscious.
Yeah, but he was conscious. He was looking around. He was looking at me like, "Get me out of here!" And when I pulled him out is when he started crying, and he just kind of clutched really tight, and he didn't want to let go. And I mean, it was after that. It just hit me. Him holding on was emotional for me.
Did he say anything? Did he just cry? What did you say to him?
I didn't really say anything to him. I was just kind of, mainly at that point, I was trying to freak out, but I kind of was, and he was just over my shoulder, kind of looking this way. I never really looked him in the eyes. I don't really remember what he looks like, and I just remember him not saying anything, actually, and I really didn't say anything to him either. I mean, I didn't know what to say. I was kind of on the page where looking for the driver. I was kind of like, well, I know there's a driver. Where is she? Where is he? Whoever it was. I was just kind of looking for that. And so I just remember looking around, and I just remember seeing somebody laying behind the car, and I just walked over there, and I just making sure I was seeing the right thing, and sure enough, she was laying behind the car. And I just remember this guy coming up to me, and he's just like, you know, get back, this car is dangerous, it's in flames, you know. And I kind of stood back a little ways, and I was just like, you know what, I don't care, but just get that girl. I was like, just please get that girl. And he just looks at me, and he's like, what girl? I'm like, the girl that's right behind the car. And he just kind of looked down, and he was like in shock that she was laying like right next to him almost. And he just kind of picked her up, drug her away from it, and that was it. After that, I just kind of stood back and watched.
Whether